IMF's stance on crypto regulator ban. I don't want to beat this topic over and over again because, but yet it's going to be the topic for a while moving forward until the regulations that we have clarity and
Right.
where are the risks in crypto. So is crypto a risk right now to the financial system? Does it require outright bans or some type of major regulation crackdown right now? What's the story?
This article basically says that if regulation doesn't come quickly, relatively quickly, and if the crypto markets are deemed to be still a threat to retail or to broader economy, then they are going to advise some well, they say the option of banning it wouldn't be off the table. But so there's clearly they favor regulation, and it's something that doesn't seem to be optional. It's really a question of when, if not if. And they're making it clear that a ban, if it doesn't happen in due course, then a ban wouldn't be off the table. So that's something that we've kind of been hearing more or less coming from the IMF. They've been very pro-regulation for a while now, and been sounding the alarm about the threat of crypto for a minute. So this is very much in that vein.
I think I would say that, and this is according to the Bank of International Settlements, I think a lot of it might be taken out of or a bit exaggerated, let me just say, because they even admit in this article right now, at the moment, crypto is not a contagion. The market, the actual size of the crypto market is not something that threatens the stability of the financial system right now. It just
Right.
isn't. If the whole crypto market were to collapse tomorrow, the stock market in the world would continue chugging along just fine. It's not some major Evergrande Chinese commercial real estate derivative or countrywide major subprime mortgage housing loan systemic risk to the whole financial ecosystem. We're not talking about the shadow banking industry or other areas of the economy that truly pose a huge risk to the leverages and the positions of that the higher interest rates are going to be putting institutions under. So the idea that cryptocurrency is a threat to the financial system, well, that's just wrong. That's just not true. It isn't there. And when it comes to, like I said, they look at, oftentimes we see FTX as an incident. And I think when it comes to regulation in the crypto industry, the real big problems have been on the banking side. So I guess that is where the regulation should take place, on the requirements for these institutions to hold X amount of collateral in order to protect retail investors. But we have to just be real about, don't put a standard to cryptocurrency, digital assets, blockchain that you don't put to your system and say, oh, look, they don't back anything. There's no backing over there. But meanwhile, you're actually in a banking system that requires little to no backing for creating new assets or creating new money in that system. So
well, it's the same kind of phantom collateral, phantom capital that happens in crypto. You see that those lessons were learned from traditional finance. So yeah, I think you're right, is that let's not hold crypto to a standard that the rest of the sector can't meet either.
When the irony is that when you look at DeFi and crypto, a lot of the solutions that come about, because it is a public blockchain, whether it's an algorithmically pegged stable coin that requires you locking up a bunch of digital assets that are over collateralized, you actually in many ways get more transparency and more security through these products that are able to be developed with this new technology than could ever have been achieved with the old technology. So the irony is that when you look at the biggest risks in crypto, it's not coming in and we need the IMF or some institute to come regulate crypto. It's you need to regulate your own, your own pants. You need to regulate.
It's the crypto banks that need to be regulated, not the cryptocurrencies.
Right. Make sure your drawers and your belt on. You got to take care of yourself. Don't worry about the fashion over here. The clothes are fitting just fine and things are working. It's those crypto banks you're talking about. It's those financial intermediaries that you're in charge of that actually, here's what's so funny about it. It's these intermediaries that are causing the volatility in the market in the first place. You would never have these wild swings in Bitcoin and in altcoins and crypto without the Pantera Capitals, the BlackRocks, the MicroStrategies, the Silvergates, the Coinbase, without all of this institutional money flooding in and coming out. That's where it's not coming from the retail sector.
Right. No, retail's getting chewed up in those whale games.
According to their own studies, the Bank of
Yeah.
International Settlements, not only is crypto not a contagion and a threat to the current financial system, which has been determined, and it's actually really, if you think about it, it makes sense. I mean, most people think about this: if FTX collapses, Silvergate collapses, Lunaterra collapses, be honest, do most pension holders, most retirees, do most people that have their money saved up in their bank accounts and tied up in the equity of their homes, do most people lose their ability to provide for themselves and take care of themselves if the crypto market were to go away tomorrow? The answer is most people wouldn't even know about it, because most people have their wealth and their assets tied up in other industries and other markets that, as BIS has shown, does not really get affected much by the crypto market at the moment. It just doesn't.
Right. That's true.
And we've talked about this with the IMF coming out. It's kind of a straw man or creating an argument that's not necessary. But the idea that Bitcoin is not legal tender or cryptocurrencies have no definition of money. And, from an economics background and learning about these things just from a theoretical, philosophical, not a legal tender commercial, this is money. But the idea that money is a tool is something that naturally comes about wherever you have human beings that have desires, needs to exchange with each other, and it has taken different forms over time. But whether or not someone declares something to be money, you will have people in a concentration camp, in a prison, use stamps or cigarettes, or in any area you find this thing called money come about. So to say that cryptocurrencies have no definition of money, I think, okay, sure, maybe from a legal tender perspective, but that doesn't mean that there's no value and people wouldn't decide to still exchange
Right.
them for value.
Right. That doesn't mean it can't be considered a valuable asset in other ways.
And yeah, so that's just, it's interesting to find out in the future of blockchain and crypto where these battles take place. Does something have to be considered? Does something have to be considered legal tender in order to be accepted, or not? Like, why could you not? We accept legal tender, and we also accept Bitcoin here because we could turn around and liquidate the Bitcoin through our IMF approved intermediary that allows us to receive Litecoin and Bitcoin and other things and convert them into the CBDCs that are used for required for other services and products that the state sanctions. So you could
Well, I think
see
this
room
definition
for
of
both.
money, that question about, is crypto money or can it not be money? I think I'd follow that in the same category as the question of, are staking products securities or not? It's like, well, it just depends on who you're asking and what their priors are, and because there's not going to be.
And what's your definition? I mean, if your definition of money is a legal tender that someone determines is money, well, then okay, then by your definition, no, it never can be. But if money, and that's where, if money if we're talking about the theoretical use of a thing that people exchange for a thing, and it has a unit of account and a medium of exchange, a store of value, and it can achieve these different, well, the beautiful thing about money is that legal tender can be determined, but what people value for money is influenced by statutory laws, but not created by statutory laws. Right.
Yeah, it's just one part of the story.
Hope you enjoyed that clip. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscription, notification bell if you want to get the latest drops. Of course, all of this is educational, entertainment information to help you in your journey, learning more about blockchain and how to participate. None of this is financial advice, investment advice. However, if you'd like to learn more about blockchain and crypto, we've got plenty of videos and playlists as well that walk you through DeFi tutorials, how to get involved. And if you'd like some more one-on-one help, check out our website, wisebeyondbitcoin.com. We've got plenty of free resources for you to scroll through and check out in your journey, your blockchain crypto journey. Of course, you can also drop us a line. Let us know what you'd like to learn about. Time is money. Knowledge is power. Benefit from our experience. Let us know what you'd like to learn more about. We'd be happy to help you. Until the next time, have a beautiful day. Namaste, y'all.